Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is 10th November 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Yesterday we talked about, markets are confusing us, and I also had pointed out there are some good things which are in our favor. And lo and behold, something good has happened this morning. This morning we are getting the good news that India has been upgraded by Goldman Sachs. Now this has been a year since Goldman Sachs was bearish. They downgraded India in October of 2024, just after the market had peaked out, and they maintained their negative stance till today. And today they have upgraded India. They are looking at a 14% gain in Nifty, that is up to 29,000 by December 2026. So that's good news. Now, usually I'm very skeptical of these upgrades and downgrades, so I wanted to check out what happened before October 2024. October 2024, they were almost bang on target when they downgraded India, and the markets have since then not performed. Now, I went back 1 year before, in November 2023, they had upgraded India. At that point of time, the market was in a quite of a turmoil, and actually the market bottomed out. The Nifty bottomed out in end October 2023, and subsequently it rose. Now, it's too much of a coincidence to see when they upgraded India in 2023, the markets went up, and when they downgraded India in October 2024, the markets came down. So, with that hope, we can say that okay, now that they've upgraded India, then market should be in a better place. I at least believe it, not based on what Goldman Sachs is saying, but generally the tide is in favor versus growth versus quality. See, globally, most stocks, most punters are going and buying what we call growth stocks. That is what this Mag 7 or any other AI stock or technology stocks. They are leaving the what we can call the smokestack stocks, like the levers or the ones which run the economy. Those stocks have been shunned. In India, for instance, the OMCs or even Reliance, the banks, they are not doing that well, though in Nifty Bank has hit an all-time high. But I'm just saying the ones, the chemicals, the manufacturers, the infrastructure companies like Larsen. So many companies have been left in the lurch, and they are not being given their valuation. Whereas you see in India, we have these new era companies like the Zomatos of the world, where everybody is flocking. The same thing is happening globally also. So I think now the time has come for these basic industries companies to do well. We have been bullish on aluminium, copper, banks, NBFCs, L&T, those kind of growth sectors, those kind of value sectors, not sorry, growth, value sectors which are actually growing. So I think the time has come now for the tide to turn in their favor. See, this Goldman Sachs upgrade is not the only upgrade. We had three upgrades in the last few months. S&P upgraded rating in August 2025. There's the first upgrade in 15 years. Then we also had a Japanese rating agency which upgraded. Then Morningstar upgraded during the same period of time. So we had three rating agencies upgrading India's economic, future in the last 4 months, 4 5 months. And now we have Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is very influential, as I mentioned. That last two times they did something, it turned in their favor. And Goldman Sachs is not only influential, they also have a lot of money in India. So I expect things to be bright from here onwards. Okay. So now another good news is the US government shutdown looks like it is ending as far as Trump is concerned, and there are about 3 4 senators who have accepted that the time has come to end the US shutdown with some arrangement done between Democrats and Republicans. Note that Democrats are using their voting power to see that the shutdown carries on. So that is good news. So the US futures are up. Asia is doing very well despite there is an earthquake in Japan and there's a tsunami there. In fact, there's an earthquake in Andaman also, but apparently it's about 5.4 on the Richter scale in Andamans. So it's not such let's say, devastating one as far as tsunami is concerned. Of course, any earthquake is devastating. So you had a Japanese earthquake, yet Japanese market, as we talk, is up. Hong Kong is up, China is up, only Singapore is down. Kospi is up tremendously because there is some hope that the AI fall will get reversed now. The lot of liquidity also which is flowing in the US market, so that also should give support to the US markets. On Friday, we had a Black Friday, as I mentioned, I was talking yesterday, but that was also a time to look at buying stocks, which we bought. One was COP. We continue to hold. The Again, this is a value stock, so it will take time for it to go up, in my opinion. But it's a safe stock because it's doing well. So Nifty, Bank Nifty, Nifty closed lower, Sensex closed lower on Friday. Nifty Bank was only one which went up. BSE 500 was flat. So that day was Nifty falling for the third straight session. But remember, it bounced back from the low. So technical analysts will be very happy to see a candle which has a long tail. A long tail candle generally means that it is bottoming out at that a particular point of time. The same long candles were seen in the US markets also, even though Dow Jones was negative, S&P and Nasdaq did well. As far as FIs are concerned, it looked very interesting to see that both FIs and DIs bought. FIs are supposed to have bought 4,600 crores and DIs about 6,700 crores. So it's 11,256 crores, which the institutional buying is there, has to be looked into the perspective. I looked into a perspective of the Bharati block deal, which happened on Friday, where about 10,300 crores worth of shares were offloaded in the market. Now, obviously, it will be buying by the institutions, so it might have been split between FIs and DIs. So 11,250 crores, if you eliminate 10,300 crores, the buying is only 1,000 and odd crores across other stocks. So you'll have to keep that in mind. But that is Friday, and today is a new day. New things are happening. As I said, lots of good news, globally as well as in Asian markets, and even in India, we should see some rebound because of what happened on Friday's movement. Now, as far as oil is concerned, oil is now down. Dollar index has come below 100. But what is interesting is gold and silver have now shot up. So that will be interesting to watch whether they're resuming their rally. And locally also, some news regarding sugar sector. Government has allowed about 1.5 million tons sugar export for this year. The industry was asking for 2 million tons, but they have not got that. They also removed the molasses duty. Basically, the sugar cane is not going towards ethanol. It looks like in the target which the government had. Now, over the weekend, we also had lots of earnings. Two of them, which I want to highlight here, was Bajaj Auto, which came up with very good results. But the analysts are not very happy. I don't know how Bajaj Auto will do in the first few hours. We hold Bajaj Auto on a swing trade basis. So I believe that Bajaj Auto should do well as we go along. Whether it happens today, I don't know. But over the next 3 to 6 weeks, I think Bajaj Auto should do well. One other stock which we hold, Nalco, came up with very, very good results. And that results were a positive surprise vis-a-vis the aluminum industry major, Hindalco, which reported poor results. So, for instance, net profit of Nalco gone up by 36%. In case of Bajaj Auto, net profit went up by 23.7%, which is very, very good in my opinion. The other stocks which may be in limelight would be JSW Cement, which has come with very strong results. Year on year, EBITDA per ton has gone up by about 86%. Then you have some order wins which have happened in Container Corp and Ashoka Buildcon. That also should be in limelight. Anant Raj came up with very good results. The growth targets are very high as far as the data center. Anant Raj is more now known as a data center. This one, it is a bellwether for data center stocks. Then you have Trent also came up with very good results, about 17% revenue. Swiggy is something which I mentioned yesterday. Swiggy's the board has agreed to raise 10,000 crores. That will put a dent on the bullish expectations for the market. Insurance stocks, incidentally, also have done very well. Nykaa also has done well, but Nykaa is, on a very low base, it has done well. Another interesting thing from Trump is that now he's saying to help the American populace, excepting for the rich people, everybody else will get a $2,000 tariff dividend. Now it is somewhat like our local politicians having all kinds of SOPs or freebies, as you may call it. Even Trump has started this freebie culture about $2,000. Gift Nifty at one point of time showed a 41 point downtick. If it opens lower, we are planning to buy not only for intraday, to look for some other. So we have got some funds to were raised over the weekend, which may want to deploy in the market, but basically in value stocks and not in growth stocks. And today's Monday, which also means a free day where people can see what I do on an intraday basis on my Telegram channel, which is online, real time. I would be giving in what I am doing. So it is not a recommendation, but basically one can see exactly what my way of thinking is. And generally, I walk the talk. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.